Bill Belichick had some interest in coaching the Chicago Bears, but something or somebody scared him away from the job. I know, crazy. Bear fans, let's discuss. Welcome to Bears Yard, the home of opinionated Chicago Bears talk. This your boy Vipe, and folks, I found out this morning that Bill Belichick had some interest in the Bears job, but was scared away by a particular somebody in his quest maybe to become the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. So, there's an article out on ESPN this morning by Seth Wickersham, and he goes over the timeline and the decision of Bill Belichick to ultimately take the coaching job at the University of North Carolina. But in the article, it's mentioned that Bill Belichick every week during the NFL season met with some former assistants, including Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia, Michael Lombardi, and others to go over NFL games. Well, also as a part of these discussions, they talked about his head coaching options coming up. And one of them, obviously, is the Chicago Bears, since our job is open. But according to this quote in the article by Wickersham, he says that, according to sources with direct knowledge, the group deemed that the Chicago Bears were probably the most attractive job, but that Team Brass was unlikely to consider Belichick. The group expects the same thing that most around the league do, that the Bears will go offense, hoping to give quarterback Caleb Williams a chance at a career, probably targeting Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Let me read that last line for y'all, just for the people in the back. Probably targeting Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Holy crap. So you mean to tell me that Bill Belichick was so shook by the possibility of the Chicago Bears hiring Ben Johnson that he didn't even want to wait? He was like, you know what? I'm just going to take my tail and go to college and coach the University of North Carolina because I am not getting the Bears job over Ben Johnson. I'm sorry. Really? You are Bill Belichick. You are the greatest NFL coach of all time. Your resume is better than anybody's who is going to interview for the Bears head coaching opening. Now, I am on record saying that I did not want Bill Belichick as coach of the Bears because I felt like he was too old. He probably wouldn't be able to relate to Caleb, not to mention the fact that he had spoken negatively of Caleb this past season. So I didn't think that he would be the best fit of the job. But I'm not going to dispute his resume and how great it is. But the details of this article stating that he feels like the team is going to go after Ben Johnson, and that's why he's like, let me go to UNC. Kind of shocked. I don't know if anybody from the Bears organization watched my video, but after what we read and found out in this article, Bill Belichick just paid the highest compliment I think he's ever paid to anybody in the NFL to Ben Johnson by saying that the Bears are going to go after Ben Johnson and that I'm going to take my talent to Chapel Hill and the University of North Carolina. Now, obviously, Belichick had a connection to UNC, so it's not that big of a surprise. But we know he wants to change Don Shula's coaching wins record, and you can't do that in college. You can only do that in the NFL. But I am shocked that Bill Belichick pretty much ran away from the Bears head coaching opening because Ben Johnson is on the radar, and he didn't want any of the Ben Johnson smoke. I don't know what needs to be done, Chicago, Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles, George McCaskey. I don't know what you gotta do, but it's obvious the plan has to be Ben Johnson priority number one. I mean, the league thinks you're gonna make Ben Johnson the priority. The fans want you to make Ben Johnson the priority, and that's what you all should do. Now, I'm not saying that he's the only person that you should interview. Oh, no. You should definitely go after and interview Mike Brable. You should definitely interview Brian Flores. I know a lot of y'all don't like Brian Flores, but you should definitely interview him. You should interview the Liam Cohen. I mean, I guess if you want to interview Joe Brady, you can interview Joe Brady. Although I don't want him, but you can interview him. And any other coaching that might get fired or whatever, interview them if you want to. But Ben Johnson has to be the priority. If the greatest coach in the history of the NFL is that afraid of Ben Johnson, that tells you everything that you need to know, Chicago. Go hire that man. But Bear fans, let me know, how do you feel about this revelation by Bill Belichick? Drop a comment, let me know, let's discuss, and make sure you hit subscribe for more opinionated Bear talk.